show me. I think it's not bad look. Delete it. Every time I have a video call, my kid. This pilot owns Halloween. I have got good problem solving skills, but my problem creating skills are unmatched. Trapped on the I-95 and a guy bangs on my window saying we are all gathering around a dude with a phone 10 cars ahead to watch Matrix Reloaded. Tell me something scary. Windows update getting stuck while restarting. My roommate when I start screaming that someone took my hot Cheetos. Bowser could run a successful hotel business with how many castles he has. My love language is being a weirdo and saying anything that comes to my mind. When you come out the womb and realize your consciousness has been ripped from the void and placed in a flesh prison to suffer 4 years and lie. Are you a philosopher? Boy I'm dumb as she. Boy I'm dumb as she is just rephrased Socrates as I know that I know nothing, so what's the truth? Food fight. Relief effort. I don't think anyone knows what without further ado means anymore. Every YouTube video is like, so without further ado let's get into it. But first, today's sponsor is my dude. That is literally further ado. Me visits Japan. Also me wondering if Godzilla was just a normal sized lizard. I love an aggressive N. I'll beat yo effing A. Not like that, sir. Pretty good painting, right? You just enjoyed one of artworks. Would it chill the makers of avocado to put a different toy inside? I have like 50 wooden balls already. When you have a me my dear in a dream, then wake up and make it reality. My job here is done, but you didn't do anything. Guy with the Kickstarter documentary featuring Stan Lee. I was higher than pterodactyl Bob's last night and said extra crust instead of extra cheese. I wish we could have subtitles in real life because I really can't hear anything anyone is saying to me. When you want to make one of those fake corporate stock photos but your business is still a basement. Me, if you crack a cold one in one yard and bring milkshakes to another yard, which yard will the boys go to? ChatGPT. Gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to inform you that Elon Musk just announced he intends to ride on the first SpaceX Starship bound for Mars. Me during a phone call, talking, planning how to end the convo and cut the phone. When you finally snap after a long day of pretending to be normal. I'ls watching as I throw bricks at them. Their body language gave me consent. Saddest thing about barely anyone wanting kids is some of the best people I know aren't having them, whilst some super demons are having 7. I have the eye of this specific tiger. My son found me crying in the kitchen, wrapped his arms around me and whispered, "Is it because you're fat?" Now I'm crying for 2 reasons. Ember calling Danny Phantom Baby Pop. 7-year-old me. Turns out jigsaw puzzle makers just use the same light to cut apart different puzzles so you can mix and match. How it feels giving bro advice knowing I go insane every 3 days. When traveling by train is almost 3 times more expensive than by car and even takes longer. Visible confusion. My bed when I try to sleep. My bed when I try to wake up. Making 6 figures, 2010s, learn to code, 2020s, learn a trade. When I ask someone to wake me up early and they actually do. My friends and family asking me what I'm gonna do with my life after I graduate. I have concepts of a plan. Me at work, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Also me half the day. Who's gone through more people? Astrology class. When I go out in public and the public is there. A stretch like this would fix all my problems. My cat's so effing ugly she looks like the Oblivion Khajiit. Having a job is cool but every day. Stephen Hawking at Einstein's Island after misreading it as Einstein's Island.
Artists when they get a I wish I could draw that good comment. My god, I get it. France, Japan. Life when you don't have an insecure loser draining you. Me after realizing they were actually flirting with me. My multiversal variants pulling up on me the second I get a girlfriend. Earth anthropods, humans, sea anthropods. An optimistic person when one door closes another one opens, me. My parents arguing whether I'll become a doctor or an engineer, me who has already decided to be a Pokemon trainer. When you drunk as F and start being friends with everyone. When you work above and beyond at your job and they reward you with more work. I'm a victim of my own success. Pi Day is just a fake holiday created by math companies to sell more math. Year 2032, my experience after I buy my first X-Bot. I like you as a friend. Grandmas will be like, so did you draw that? How caffeine and nicotine look at me as soon as I wake up in the morning. The final level of being smart is just pretending you don't know anything to make your life easier. Me after stuttering 46 times in a sentence with like 8 words. When you call customer service to complain and the rep is a woman in the Philippines. Me leaving work early without giving a notice. There's literally no way a horse drew this carriage. Wow, that's so cringe. F you. I was just trying to talk about my interests, go F yourself. My body is not a temple, it is a Catholic church, full of wine, bread and guilt. When the clutch so hard that you just revive bro and say nothing. Triple XL clothes, Billie Eilish, fat people. Customers, shareholders. Just found out Stu and DD pickles from Rugrats were 33 and 32 and now I'm upset. I would look like this too if my no good A friends were dropping their babies off at my house every day. SCP writers writing an entry about a parking meter that causes the of everyone in a 200 meter radius to explode. Know the work rules. Appropriate. I support groups exclusively for women. Or you're sweet. Inappropriate. I support groups exclusively for men. Hello human resources. You knew summer was coming and you just kept eating. Walking outside when it's sunny and warm for the first time since fall. App. Would you like to enable location settings? Me. How to win a woman's heart. You may fascinate a woman by giving her a piece of cheese. China may be using sea to hide its submarines. Fools. Tesla. €210.40. This is good. 0.2104 euros. Could be better. This too shall pass. And then some other bullshit will come and take its place. It never effing ends. Media. Video games make you violent. Video games. Hold left shift for stealth. While in stealth press left click to kiss your wife. The love I have for you. TikTok live. Please give me money. Art Nouveau is when it looks made by elves. Art Deco is when it looks made by dwarves. And after looking into it, I think they are a genius and 100% correct. My life's starting to go well. Some unforeseeable bullshit messing things up. IGN and Rotten Tomatoes fighting over who's gonna have the most dogshit reviews. Legalization of cannabis. Dealers not trying to upsell me on crystal. Dealers not trying to upsell me on mushrooms. People singing happy birthday to you feels like a real life unskippable ad. Cat 911. Cat 911, what's your emergency? Cat, my food bowl isn't completely full. Cat 911, okay, have you tried meowing for an hour straight? Cat, yes, they won't get out of bed. Cat 911, I'm sorry, I can't help you, you're going to lie. Cat, I know. Ignore the salary, what do you think of your job? I can't ignore the salary. The sun did us good, the sun gave your friend a mad haircut.
Tinkering with human embryos will certainly be worth the risk. Message you find while exploring an abandoned lab overrun with creatures. Trump is just mango me. Change my mind. Who the F would wear this? Me be. Grocery prices, rent prices, young Brits wanting to leave parents' house. Farting when you poop. Pooping when you fart. What have I done? Thinking about the time I showed my hairdresser the haircut I want and he said, Derek, that's the same haircut I give you, that guy is just better looking. The more time you spend sitting on the toilet, the more you know, the greater the odds a loved one finds you lead slumped down off the toilet with your she smeared A up in the air. 5 am. 5:01 am. She finally replied after 15 hours. Now I'm gonna make her wait 23 seconds. Chewbacca when he was in 5th grade. If you're cold, they're cold. Let that sink in. POV, you're trying to survive that random wave of tiredness that hits at 3 to 5 PM. They used to show us an internet safety video in school where a kid sends a picture of his D to someone and it ends up all over the internet and a bully sends him this message: your willy is rubbish. Dad, make me coffee if you want. Me, okay. 30 minutes later, where's my effing coffee? Me who didn't make it because he said if I want to. Single at 25, I have to go out and meet someone. Single at 40, if it's meant to be, the right person will find me in my home. Why are IT guys such teas? Last week I drove 2 hours to push the power button on a server that 3 separate people assured me was already on. You were created by your parents. I was created by my parents. We are not the same. All cats love boxes.
Spare change, ma'am.